going to say?
All right.
Oh,
I'm
I
live. What were you gonna
remember.
say?
I was gonna ask if you have tried the Spirit City lo-fi session
Oh
stuff.
yeah. I, I spray and pray.
I
um,
spray and pray.
yeah, it's one of those I'm blanking on the term for the timer thing where it's like you have like this much minute of work and then this much minute of break.
Yeah,
Pomodomo
you
timer.
can make like
I'm making that
checklists
up.
on it. You can do like daily tasks on it. You can do timers for like your work setting, and you get a cute little character that you can personal
Yeah.
design, and like a little pet, and like you can find other little pets like by doing certain tasks
Yeah, I played a
and
little bit of
things
it
like
when it
that.
first came out. I was using it to like track my work tasks for my actual
hmm
job.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you liked that penguin thing. That was like the app version of it basically
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
um that we both had I don't actually know if those were supposed to be penguins.
I think they were finches,
um
but they look like
yeah,
penguins. I know what you're
they were
talking about.
finches. Yes.
Yeah.
So I've been using it and I've been enjoying it, of just like running of just like my checklist and stuff like that,
Yeah,
because there's
it
little
plays good lo-fi
rewards.
music too while you're doing stuff. It's very chill.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Mhm.
I know a lot of
Yeah.
people also use it when they're doing like co-working streams, which is something I've never gotten into and probably wouldn't do. But like some people just stream while they're like working on something and then just do the same thing where they have like 15 minutes of work and then 5 minutes of break and they stream, and other people can come
Mhm.
in and do their work at the same time during your stream so that they're like doing it with you. I don't really know how
Oh
that
yeah.
works. There's a lot of people do it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spray and Pray, hello. Thank you for throwing things at my face. Bigby, also hello. Gray just hit me with a very large hot dog. The gang's all here.
If you wanted to know, Nad, the sync thing worked.
The sink thing? Oh, for
The
the pan?
for the hot pan.
Nice.
Now cold pan.
Brian put bread on my face.
Brian,
Brian.
he bred you.
Alright, well we got great news for the stream tonight. I've got a glass of whiskey, a Mountain Dew Kickstart,
Nice.
and 24 ounces of water queued up just in case anything happens, anything crazy happens.
Anything crazy. That reminds me, it is Friday. I need to get a drink.
Yeah, what if someone did a group hydration check? What would you do without a drink?
I don't know. That's true.
You'd look foolish. So I've got all my beverages. I've got my game. Maybe you can't call dibs on the Kickstart. I'm already drinking it. I'm already working my way through it. Okay, Nina, you're gonna have to get that drink because there is a group hydration check.
Well, I just grabbed it, and I grabbed Mike a drink too.
Alright, Bigby, you can have the Kickstart, I'll have the whiskey, I guess.
I'm gonna put it in my koozie, and then I'll crack it open. I'll crack open my water, because this is a group hydration.
The whiskey I got was called Chicken Cock.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you hear my drink crack? I put it by my microphone for the.
I think I heard it. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. If you want to do shots, that's on you. I consumed probably half of a shot. I didn't do a full shot. I gotta make this last, otherwise I'm gonna have to walk away and get more whiskey. That'll be damaging to my stream content. Well, we'll see. We'll see where the night takes me.
It could take you there. We're starting early.
We're starting early. If you keep doing group hydration checks, I am gonna keep drinking it, so... 100 proof peppermint schnapps. I mean, if you put those in like a hot chocolate coffee,
Ooh,
those are pretty. I mean,
that would
there's
be
options for peppermint schnapps.
Peppermint schnapps would be good in a hot chocolate. Bailey's is better.
Oh yeah, the Bailey's is good. Yeah, doing shots of it. I don't know. We had this bit going for a while where Mike had a bottle of Kirschwasser,
Yeah.
which is like a cherry. I guess it's like a schnapps, right? It's in the family of
I don't think it's a
liqueur.
schnapps because it's not sweet at all, and schnapps are normally
Maybe it's just a
sweet,
cherry
but it's...
liqueur of some sort.
Yeah.
But it's terrible. It was you would never drink it on its own, and then we
It's basically
made it
a
into
cooking
a
wine.
yeah. We made it into a bit where if you did crimes, I think we specifically were mostly doing cue crimes, where if we were playing music
Yeah,
and
for
someone accidentally
Spotify.
like jumped the cue or like hit the wrong button, you had to go do a shot of it.
Well, in old Spotify, the reason why it became because old Spotify, it was very easy to mess up the queue when you were trying
Especially
to
on
add a
Android.
song.
On Android, it was
Yeah.
really fucked up because there was like a goddamn like 2mm section on the right side of the screen, and if you didn't perfectly hit it with your finger, you would select the song and immediately start playing it, and then suddenly you gotta drink the fucking Kirschwasser.
Yeah.
So, you know, could happen to anyone.
I feel like it happened mostly to you and Mike.
Yeah. And it was bad every time. Alright, I consumed my whiskey.
Good.
Alright.
I also consumed my hydration.
I've got a silly little turban hat on with a feather. What's going on with this guy's eyes?
No. It looks like he has... Oh, he does. He has, like, 2 eyes going on. Or does he just have, like... Is he just tired and...
I don't know how I'm meant to be perceiving it, you know?
Because he's got eyebrows. I can see them peeking underneath his weird hair and cool goggles.
They are cool goggles. You think I get some of those if I wizard hard enough?
Maybe. I don't know. These people all are having really cool hats, and I don't know realistically how we can get them, or if they're just for show.
If we have to, we'll kill them. We'll kill these people for their hats if we need to.
For their hats. Is that the additional expansion pack of this game?
Yeah, the one where you murder everyone and steal their hats. And no jury would find you guilty. Because the hats are really cool. And
I
think
most
they
of the
would
people are
respect
named like man or small child or girl, so you know what?
Doesn't even...
It could be
That's not a real person, you know?
No.
That's barely a person. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this game is so cute. Are you blending something?
Oh man, I'll turn that.
What the hell are you doing?
Mixer?
No, it's fine. It's fine. But you have to tell everyone in my chat what you're doing and why you're mixing about your cool birthday thing.
Oh, I'm doing turning my apartment into a cafe because I like to bake, and so I am baking a bunch of baked goods and made some cold brew, and I have an espresso. People can make lattes, and we got a shit ton of champagne for mimosas. So it should be a fun birthday. But I'm making cinnamon rolls currently because the dough has to proof overnight in the fridge, and I'm waiting for the gluten to build up. And the gluten's not built up yet, so I turned up the mixer a little bit, but it was loud.
I love this idea that for your own birthday, you're like, I'm going to do a bunch of work to bake and make everyone come eat it. And I think that's great. It's a good theme. I think people will like it, and you get to bake a bunch of stuff that you've wanted to bake. So it kind of works out.
Yeah, and I have fun with it.
Gray, what do you mean they patched your mimic farm? In this game? You can have a mimic farm in this game?
Is Gray playing along with us?
Gray has put 120 hours to this already.
I remember what they said last time.
Yeah, I think Gray posted in my Discord a playtime of 120 hours and 5 minutes.
Oh, was that my new Tism game?
Yeah.
Post? Yeah. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure if that was the same game.
I could tell from the font of it.
Yeah, that's true.
I love this cat. This double-tailed cat. It's why we can kill someone and respawn them, but they don't drop the item anymore. Damn. Why would they patch that? Probably because they don't want you having that item, but I don't respect that. They should let you have it.
Oh, so you can kill them.
Kill what? Who?
Wait, he said you could kill some.
The mimics.
Oh wait, the
mimics.
mimics. The mimics. I thought he meant
You're
the
trying
people
to kill
for a
people.
second. Oh, I thought like for the things.
For their hats. You got murder on the brain.
Yeah.
If they don't give us some of these hats, we're gonna have to. I have to defeat the Go-Ho host. Go-Ho host.
Oh ho.
Kinds of mimics and the easier ones no longer drop the item. Okay, so they've added challenge. Challenge you didn't want. Alright, I can probably go kill the Go-Ho host.
Okay.
I talk to dogs too. Yeah. God, lizards. Oh. I don't know how to use magic. It feels like I need to like orient myself in that direction. It's not as effective as the stick. Escape. I forgot what button. There we go. This is not... Okay, come on, rotate, rotate! I've started a cutscene instead. It doesn't aim where your mouse is, it aims in front of where your character is facing, which is not the direction it's... I'm gonna have to get used to that. I bet this would be easier on controller.
I don't like the shine coming off of his eye. I don't know if you saw that when I said that because of the way he was angled. Because I'm a little technically delayed because I'm watching your stream from your actual stream.
I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a controller game. Great count.
I know.
Not
I know
every
that
game is a controller game.
This game though definitely is because I was playing it on my Steam Deck a little last night, and I think it's a little more
better.
intuitive. But I just don't want to have to bust out the control. I like having my hands on the mouse and the keys.
Yeah.
I like feeling, you know.
I've been starting to play with more of a controller in some games because they say it's better, but I prefer mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, usually when they say it's better, it actually is. I think this game would be better.
Yeah.
I played Player Obscura Expedition 33 on controller, and I would have hated to play it not on controller. It just felt better. Monster Hunter, any of the Dark Souls games, those are all controller games. I bought this nice controller. It's right. It's like 2 inches in front of my hand. I could have it right now. Fine. You know what?
Could.
I'll turn it on.
You can do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I have one of Eric's controllers. I probably should invest in a controller, but they're kind of expensive.
They're a little pricey, but if you get one of the Xbox ones, you can customize the colors on it. So
yeah,
something.
I've gotten used to playing on a PS5 controller, though. That's the problem, and those are very expensive.
Yeah, honestly, I got this Xbox. What the hell is this? Elite Pro, some type of bullshit. It's very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I could always just like buy a plain one and then paint it, because that's what I did with my controller.
Oh yeah.
For playing Smash.
I just got a raid. Cloudnim, thank you for the raid. Thank you for bringing people in here. All right, let me shout out. This is why I hate the controller, and I have to put it down to do the shout out.
Do it. You figured it out yesterday. You can do it.
Cloud.
This gluten build up.
Nymph did it. All right. I've recently gotten into shout outs, and I make sure I do them for anyone who brings in a raid. Thank But yeah, welcome in everyone. My name's Catamump. I'm playing Fantasy Life today. Play a lot of different stuff. Crab-themed VTuber, you know. We're just hanging out. We're doing this for tonight. But yeah, I hope you had a good stream. What were you playing? Were you playing this or something else? I should have one of those things that tells me, but I don't. Oh, you love my model? Thank you. It's good. I had an artist named Mochi Poo do it, and turned out super cute. Got little crab horns. You were also playing Fantasy Life. Nice. Yeah, this is like day 2 for me. I started playing it yesterday, and then kind of picking it back up today. And then my friend Nina, who is here, is also playing it, although we have not played together yet. I don't think we're quite that far yet, but we'll figure that out.
No, we need to get farther. We're just playing next to each other, basically.
We're doing parallel play.
Yeah.
Oh, man, everything is here and it's aggressive, and I don't know what button attacks. I switched to controller for this. Why did I switch to controller in the middle of something? All right, I gotta switch back. Hold on. All right, switch back. Okay, I'm playing the game really well. Okay, and now I can't aim because the controller would have been better for this part. All right, I got the aim. I got the aim in. All right, I'm gonna have to figure out the controller. I just think it would work better. Love that parallel play is peak chill time. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I used to do it a ton. I think that it's a good way to play games. Not every game has to be multiplayer. Sometimes you can just be like chilling and doing the same thing. Although if we can figure out the multiplayer, we will give it a shot. Just must remain calm under pressure. Meditation. Arcane Arts, bumper, Y and A to switch between spells. Okay, makes sense.
Yes.
I cannot figure out this guy's eyes.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got like 4 eyes, or if it's supposed to be like bags, or those are his eyelids, or what. He's got Lord Farquaad hair though.
He does. I like his weird little head mask though, his little goggles. Oh,
Yeah, they're good.
yeah, I forgot to say the classic thing about how, you know, feel free to lurk and go do stuff if you had a long stream. Oh, and thank you for the follow. But yeah, grab some food, take care of yourself. Appreciate you doing the raid. Middle of Act 3, but you can just do lobby name and password, no friends list needed. Okay, nice. I don't think I'm in Act 3 anytime soon, but we'll get there.
Yeah. No rush.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to be... Okay, I still don't know what button attacks. I'm gonna find out. Is it X? Okay, it's X. I can see it. I try to be chill. Sometimes we yell at the games. But we try not to. Thumbstick for lock-on. Okay. Alright. Nice. I feel like pivoting to controller in the middle of a combat mission was not my finest move, but it did make aiming quite a bit easier, I would say. So,
Okay.
once I figured
I'll
out the
try
buttons.
the controller.
Because, like, you'll use the stick to face the direction you want to face, and then it all works out. Button jumps. How, oh, there we go. I need to jump constantly as I run. Is there like a dodge button? There is. I just found it.
Yeah, I think it's shift for keyboard.
Yeah, it's the bottom right side button for controller. Now, how do I bring up my radial healing menu? Okay, Let's stare at the bottom left, bottom right of the screen. Is it right stick? That was lock on, probably. Left stick. Stickers! Thanks. Okay. Is it... I genuinely don't... Oh, wait. Okay. Left trigger. Alright, I feel like if you give me like 5 more minutes, I'm gonna be very powerful on the controller. It's kind of all coming together. Alright, toads. Oh no, a slight bit of elevation. It, that one just despawned right in front of my eyes. And now he's back. They don't like the bridge. Don't heal. I feel like I can charge up, but I don't know what it does. You know what? I'll figure it out eventually. Figure it out right now. What does this do? Oh! Oh, you just have to charge it fully, and then it works. Okay.
That makes sense. That you have to charge it to get it to work.
Yeah, if you don't charge all the way, it doesn't do anything, but if you charge it fully, it does. Now I'm gonna talk to the cat again. Oh my god, the cat is clapping for us with his little tails. Her tails? I don't know if I've picked up on the cat's gender.
Their tails.
Cat's got puns, though.
Congratulations.
Rank up, I can harness defensive magic and healing spells. That's what I want. I want those healing spells. I'm a team player.
Come back anytime.
Alright, nice. So I've done my mining quests and my magician quests. I've received my official staff. I think it's no longer a rental. not do that from my item? Do I have to go to equipment? Probably. Probably. Nice. Ooh, there's a chest down here. Oh god, they're plentiful. The ads for this game, they are something. I can't even begin to imagine what the ads for this game are like. Alright, I will have to try to remember to look those up.
What is it, darling?
I don't have enough money for you yet.
What can I do for you?
I do kind of want to unlock more of them, though. I have the quest. I have a quest to get some wood, so I'll take woodcutter. Do some of that. Weird behavior. See, where do I get that goddamn hat? Look at that thing.
That is super cute.
It's got a little leaf on top.
That's the woodcutter lady.
Yeah, that's the woodcutter lady.
Yeah. Cute.
This game's just gonna keep being cute.
Okay.
I feel like I'm emotionally ready to cut down a tree. I like that she's got sleepy eyes. And like weird little animal ears that twitch.
Good luck out there.
Is that your hat? It's like a little acorn hat. Why did you say good luck out there like a threat? It probably was a threat. And this guy was like lingering right outside the door. Maybe he was supposed to kill me. Axe me right as I walk out.
He looks like he was gonna kill you.
Look at that
Did you
axe
meet the
right next to him.
alcoholic guy yet in the inn?
I mean, I met a guy who was talking about cold ones. So, I mean, I don't think it was the same guy you talked to, though.
No, he was very aggressively like, I need my beer. Give
Okay.
me my beer.
You gotta respect it. A man with principles.
Mm-hmm.
He wants his beer. Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me about who you're gonna try to marry? We just met.
Well, some people are just very open.
Real oversharers here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm calling it on my dough. My gluten is not as built up as I want it to be, but my mixer's getting hot. And also I want a game.
Yeah, how could you have dough when there's video games to play?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have dough. Dough is made.
Yeah, also, you can do both things at once.
I'm just putting dough away so I can game.
I think Nina is roughly where she was last night, so...
Yeah, I haven't played anymore, but I am going through it quicker than she is dialogue-wise, because I don't have as many people to entertain.
Yeah, Nina can just, like, read quickly and move on. I feel like I need to leave the dialogue up a little bit, just in case anyone wanted to see it. For the context, for the stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I just have my screaming Marshall to show.
And he can't even read.
No. Well, I mean, he could. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing when I'm at work. He could be learning.
How did I unlock swimming?
He's probably just sleeping, but he could be learning.
Look at me, I'm swimming.
Well,
But yeah, Nina's probably gonna get ahead of me, so this is good. I'm in a good position right now. Slightly ahead of
You're
Nina.
yeah, I mean, you're definitely more ahead because you played a little bit extra last night on your Steam Deck.
Let me tell you though, this game, for like a laying down in bed, chilling game, really excellent. Although I'm gonna lose my fucking mind about my Steam Deck because it has the one, stuck pixel.
Did you get the new one or is it the old one?
So I got the new one. I gave Eric my old one. And I got the
Okay, and
new
your
I got the
new
new one.
one.
It's the new I got the limited edition OLED. Very cool model, but the screen, I don't think it was like this when I first got it. I didn't use it for a couple of months, turned it back on, and then there's just one tiny bright blue pixel. And
That's very
it's
annoying.
driving me nuts. On a game like this where it's very bright outside, I can hardly see it. But on a game like when I was playing Clair Obscur on it, a little bit of a darker game, it's extremely visible, and I cannot look away from it now that I've seen it. I've tried doing the
I
like
believe it.
stuck pixel fixer things where it flashes a lot of colors. I've tried massaging it. I've tried just using it more. Sometimes they say they get better. I'm probably gonna have to send it in for a repair, and I really don't want to do that because it'll be gone, and God, it could happen again. I thought about... They do have the official iFixit kits where you can get your own screen to replace, but I believe you have to use a suction cup to pull the screen off of the glue. It's like a pretty big teardown, and I just don't think I want to do that. I think I'd rather send it in to get fixed.
Yeah, you might need to.
Oh, yeah, I assume this is on Switch. I didn't even think of that. But yeah. Oh, you know what? It does say it has, like, cross... Does it have cross-platform saving? Swear to God, I maybe saw that. Because that would go crazy hard if you could, like, pull it out on your Switch and then your save game would also work on your PC version. You'd have to buy it twice then, though. Cross-save and cross-play. Okay. So yeah, you could do that if you bought it a second time on your Switch. Maybe if it goes on sale, I'd do that. I do have a Switch. I'm about to have a switch too if things don't go south for me.
Didn't the tariffs get canceled?
No, not that. It's just and I think they maybe got like partially reinstated. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but with my Switch, it's more the delays on that, I think.
Yeah.
Because they're like already saying like, oh, there's not enough for everyone. I got my pre-order through Walmart, so we'll see. It's my custom Raspberry Pi computer kit that I'm worried is gonna get tariffed to death. I don't know, maybe I'll luck out. The timing on that could be fine. I feel like the tariffs are off and on, you know, if I just hit the right window, it'll be fine. I just gotta get lucky. Crafting stuff from your girlfriend while on PC and she's on Switch. Nice. Can you give each other items? Like, could I give Nina all my fish to cook?
Oh, that would be nice.
So
That would help
if we
me
could
out.
figure that out. Crafting stuff for your girlfriend. Okay. Because, yeah, if we can figure that out, that'd be cool. Because, like, one of us could then, like, specialize in a certain craft, and then you could benefit from it. You could if you're in the same lobby. Okay. Eventually, we're gonna get in the same lobby. We're working our way there. Sell logs to the material shop. Don't mind if I do. I like jumping because it looks like I'm doing a cute little skip. I'm prancing. Cash money. When do I get to decorate a cute little house in this game? I'm convinced it's coming.
I imagine it is after you do some job. Well, we probably have to pay off the lady first.
Yeah, I bet you
And
have
then
to
we
pay
can
off the
get it.
lady.
That house that we fix up is probably the house that's gonna be ours.
Yeah, because I saw a craftable furniture item, so I know where this is headed. They gotta give me a little house. I need to find a powerful
Yeah,
palm
they
tree.
gotta. Honestly, it'd be rude if they didn't.
It would be rude. Quite frankly, it'd be fucked up. We need to decorate houses.
Mhm.
Alright, we're gonna find that tree. I was standing right here, and I thought it just said, old young lady.
Old young lady.
Old young lady. It overlapped so perfectly.
What just beeped for me? Oh, I made it to level 10.
Ooh, in what type of...
The Spirit Lo-Fi game. Because
Oh,
I still have
different
it
game.
running.
Okay.
The forest lady. Oh, spray and pray for sure. The faces my character makes, I feel like strongly suggest it's gonna be the other way. Not making this mistake again. There's no thoughts in that head. I'm not thinking. And that's what they say about me. I will never think. I will never have a single thought. Not again.
No. Not again. Not allowed.
Not after what happened last time.
No.
Is that the forest lady? Alright, so this guy's just gonna, like, sing to a fountain.
Yeah.
And we'll see
Yeah,
how that
he's
works
doing
out for him.
things. It might work out. He's doing things. He's living his life. You know, we play this game and have multiple lives. He only has the one.
Yeah, that's because he's not life maxing like we are.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna get every life.
You gonna max out every life? Get every part?
I'm a true life maxer. That's what they say about me.
Mm-hmm.
Bad lyrics, good voice though. I guess it all worked out in the end. Thank God there's a quest marker, because coast along the road, to me, means nothing. I don't, like, which coast, which road? I feel like there's, maybe there's only one road? I don't know.
I get very turned around too because like you can change the camera angle, so I feel like I'm going in one direction, but I'm going in the complete opposite.
Oh yeah, you spin it too much. You'll get lost out here.
Yeah, and I feel like the arrow thing is not very helpful of like what activity I have to go to, because it just points in the direction of the thing, not the direction that I have to go to get to the thing. You know?
That's why you don't like spinning minimaps? Yeah, I like a fixed minimap. Can I say? I'm okay if I can spin the camera, but I would love it if the minimap would remain fixed so I know which way north is all the time. I can see that I'm pointing south, but like, it's an option in-game. Oh my god.
No.
Well,
look at us complaining without even doing the the work.
Look, we can't be expected to look at our settings.
No.
It's my first day.
I mean,
I just got here. I just got here. It's my first day. It was like that when I got here, actually.
I mean, it was. You're not wrong in that.
Yeah. Oh, you turn off bloom? I'll turn off, like, motion blur, VSync. I'll usually leave on a bloom unless it's particularly obtrusive. I like a little soft aesthetic. I'll also leave on, depth of field, if it looks cool. If it's impacting me negatively, I'll turn it off. Minimap rotation off. It was that simple. Yeah, my motion blur is off, my VSync is off. My depth of field is on. Everything else is good. Okay, yeah, the me spinning and the minimap not spinning, that's huge. That's extremely helpful, actually. I was just gonna live like that, too. I wasn't even really thinking about it. Alright, where's the sweet spot on this tree? How to do, like, a hard hit? Why? Okay. Nailed it. Gray, are you calling me a savage for just leaving my settings as they are and ignoring them?
That's what I think.
Because God, you would hate Nina. Nina's even weird.
Yeah.
I'll go change like the few that like immediately matter to me, especially graphically. Nina will just leave everything as it was when the game launched, and will sometimes play games at like 20 frames per second.
Yeah.
Just live with it.
I don't care. Anytime I launch a new game, Mike now comes over and changes my setting because it pisses him off.
He walks
then he
over to her
always is like-
computer and just takes it over.
Yeah. And he's like, see, isn't that better? And I'm like, I don't notice a difference.
You know, there's some of it where I get you not noticing a difference. There's some of it, though, where I'm like, how do you not see the difference?
I have played Sims my whole life, okay?
Has that
Don't notice
broken
the
your
difference.
brain in some type of profound way?
I guess. I guess it's broken my brain on video game seeing.
Psychopathic actions, Nina, Gray says. Honestly, yeah. Genuinely kind of an insane thing to do. The human eye can only see 24. Yeah, there we go. Back when I had, you know, the money of a child because I was a child and my computer wasn't good, there were absolutely games I would play at like 15 FPS and just power through. That's all
What
I
do you
had.
think?
What am I responding to, Mike? Did you hear us talking shit?
No, mushrooms in potatoes, carrots, and chicken brown curry.
Like the addition of mushrooms?
Yeah.
I feel good about that, I think. Yeah. Add a little
You think
umami flavor.
Add,
I think it depends on when
have
you add them,
had
though. You don't want them to get
mushrooms
too
in
mushy.
curry? Definitely don't want them to get too mushy, but I don't know if I've ever had curry with
I've had
mushrooms.
curry with mushrooms. I mean, maybe not
Yeah,
like
did they
like
turn out
Japanese
good?
curry. I've had them in Thai curries though, for sure, and they turn out fine.
Yeah, but Thai curries are like a little bit on, like, I don't want to say sweeter because they're not like sugarier, but they're like
are sweeter.
flavor profile is sweeter than like a real.
Yeah, but the addition of a
fucking, like-
mushroom isn't like complementary to sweetness necessarily. So like I think it would work even better maybe in a more savory curry,
Yeah,
possibly.
So-
we just have a couple mushrooms that we need to use up.
I just don't know how, when you would put them in to cook them for them to not be raw, but also not just be like
mush.
disgusting little mush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't have
I
to
do not
risk
have
it.
an
We
answer
don't
for
have to
that.
use them. I love how you joined her stream just to ask.
Just ask that. We were just talking about you though, how you come and change all of Nina's settings, and Gray agrees that it is psychotic of Nina to change nothing upon launching a game and just live
Dude,
with it.
it's okay. So literally, she just got Eric's old PC parts and like the new stuff and whatever. She is rocking on this PC, and I've like looked over and haven't had to change settings because it's like running well. I don't need to like lower a bunch of shit so that the frame rate isn't 14 frames a second. And I saw her playing that fucking newer platformer that I also got after she was playing it because it was really good, Tinykin. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
like saw her playing it. She was getting a solid like 80 frames a second in 1080p. And I walked over to her and I was like, does this feel like awesome to not be watching a slideshow and like actually playing a game how it's supposed to look? And she goes, I didn't notice.
Well,
What the what? What do you mean?
See, I told you. I just don't know this.
There's no way. There's no way. If you were
If they
saying
were
like,
if they were
oh
side
yeah, I
by
don't
side
know the
on
difference
two different
between
monitors,
90
maybe.
and 150 frames a second, I'd give you that for sure.
Yeah, no one gives a shit
micro,
at that point.
But you were playing games at like a max of like 23 frames a second.
Built different. Gray just said it in
I'm-
chat. Nina's just
Yeah.
built different.
I'm
built
built
with those
different.
low FPS eyes.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
also, Nat, I did find out I was not going crazy. I was getting very, very tiny screen tearing.
Oh, when
I
you were
set
having your
my,
like full breakdown over like, I swear
Yeah.
to God, and you were trying to stream it on Discord, which we were never gonna see these micro
Yeah, it was
tears.
not coming through. I just capped my frame rate at like 2 frames less than I had it at, which is still below my refresh rate, and now I get nothing.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to become like a frame rate cap kind of person. Like I'll cap almost every game because I just feel like there's
I
benefits.
globally cap now.
Yeah.
I globally cap at 5 frames under my refresh rate, and then if I need to further cap on top of that, I will usually cap down to like 140
Good luck
or
out
144.
Yeah.
My card just does not need to be working that hard. I'm not noticing the difference between 144 and 165 FPS anyway. And B, I feel like I get more consistent performance out of capping than I don't. Also, I play
Yeah.
a lot of indie games that, with a beefy card, will try to run themselves at 600 frames a second, and then my computer starts screaming.
It makes that little whining noise. Yeah, I get that whenever I open
Yeah.
Final Fantasy XIV and I'm on the character select screen. I believe it runs at like 1400 frames per second or
Yeah.
something, and there's like a
Yeah.
gentle whine. Doesn't need to be doing all that.
No,
this
you
game
can.
actually,
I think you can like burn the dies on your card.
I think usually
doing that.
the like voltage whine isn't too bad, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It's probably better not to. I don't like the noise it makes though.
Yeah.
But when Nina and I booted this up, actually, Gray Count from my chat has like 120 hours in it, and immediately was like, you should cap it at 60 FPS, otherwise it has a memory leak. It's like, you know, capping
did
things
change
at
that
60,
setting.
always good. And Nina did
Because-
change that right away, actually, because
know
of this
what?
I
advice.
did.
So
You know what fixes that? Not building your physics engine and your game logic around the frame rate of your fucking game. Why are we still doing this in 2025? Why are we tying anything to the fucking frame rate other than the visual render of the fucking graphics?
maybe it's just like really easy for the frame rate to also be the tick rate. It's so simple. It never has problems.
Can't be.
Alright, what's my next class I'm gonna be? I'm gonna get into one of the crafting ones. We could do blacksmithing, cooking. Nina's doing cooking.
Oh, blacksmithing. Do cooking. It's fun.
I might do it just 'cause it's
Blacksmithing
fun.
would be cool though too, if you want to do blacksmithing.
I'll start with blacksmithing because you started with cooking.
Is this like a semi like Builders 2 clone? It
This
looks
is
very
Mike. Did you not play
Builders
Fantasy
2.
Life on 3DS with all of us when we all played Fantasy Life? Don't you remember Fantasy Life?
Wait, no, yes I do.
Yes,
Okay,
this
I
is the
was
next
thinking it
Fantasy
was
Life
Buildered.
game.
Ah, yeah. I was like, I remember a game that was like big head and cutesy anime.
Yeah, and you
got to
pick all
a
the different
job,
jobs
and then
you work on all of them, and you can be a
level
little
up.
wizard and
Yeah,
also
yeah,
a
yeah.
miner and like
Yeah, I
Fantasy
remember that.
Life for 3DS. This is the direct sequel, and it's very cute.
Neat.
Yeah, you can play with me in that if you want.
We haven't figured out how multiplayer works yet, but
Yeah, we
in
haven't.
theory,
Well, I don't think we're
you could
there
play
yet.
with us.
But he has to get probably to that level too. So if he wants to eventually play with us, probably best for him to start playing it.
The only drawback is it has
I don't know
kernel
if,
level anti-cheat.
Ugh, gross.
Why?
I don't know if I'm feeling
It's a
that
4-player co-op
right
game.
now. Dude,
Yeah, I don't know why they
don't-
have an anti-cheat on it.
It's probably to stop modding.
Like,
They're so anti-modding shit right now.
They should let people mod. Mod is fun.
If it's a co-op game, what does it matter? If you play with someone who's cheating, it's one of 4 people you know and are playing with, so just be like, fuck you, stop that. Work that out yourself.
Yeah, or who the fuck cares?
Skip
It's
over
not
the
a
JP only
competitive
gacha game,
like
but running it without
multiplayer game.
EOS and EAC. Oh, interesting.
Wait, it's kernel level and it's kernel level by EAC.
Yeah. There's a
That's
warning on
so much
Steam
worse.
that
Dude,
specifically says when you
EAC is
uninstall
malware.
this, you're gonna have to clean up some files.
Yeah, EAC is actually just straight up malware.
I mean, they
I
kinda all
hate
are,
that
aren't they?
service.
All the kernel. I respect that kernel level anti-cheat is functional for stopping cheating, but I think there's a time and a place. I think games that are like big in esports categories maybe benefit from kernel level anti-cheat. I
Yeah.
think most games cut it out. Cut it out. I also don't like the
my-
idea that if I installed like Cheat Engine to like fuck around on my own time on a single player game, the remnants of Cheat Engine or even having it on my computer could be enough to get me
Yeah.
banned from a game. Like,
Mhm.
mind your business. If I'm not cheating at your game, it isn't your business. You know? What if I want to fuck around?
I'm fairly certain that's why I got an account banned on Valorant, because we were playing Dark Souls 1 with the Cheat Engine plugin for
Yeah.
co-op to work, and I
Yeah,
logged
and
in
also,
one day and
like,
my account was banned.
Sometimes to get it to not detect that, you need to uninstall Cheat Engine. You need to also scrub your registry of all of it, restart your computer
Yep.
because it can maintain some type of presence in your drivers, I believe, that don't unload. Having the exe in your downloads folder named, that is enough for it to sometimes get pissed about. Genuinely, like, really excessive. I feel like that's a little too intrusive. And I don't like cheating in multiplayer games. I think it should be discouraged, it should be stopped, but goddamn. Also, like, Borderlands having kernel level
impact-
anti-cheat now? Why?
That shit is crazy.
You're playing with like
it's
three
not-
of your friends. If one of them is being a shit and cheating, you just say, "Hey, cut it out. I'll come punch you
it's
in real
not
life."
even, It's not even just the
Yeah,
anti-cheat
in
in
real life.
Borderlands. Did you see the EULA update that they said for that?
No, is it terrible?
Yeah, it's so they can access every
Oh, no, I
installed
did see
program on
this,
your
yeah.
machine, all of your like internet history,
your browser
any of the like
history.
metadata, any of your like purchase history,
that wouldn't be
all
good
of your
for you
credit
now.
card info,
You
and
know.
then as well,
Don't call me out like
if-
that. I'm streaming. Jesus. I could have been searching any
as well
crimes.
if their anti-cheat detects something in one game, they reserve rights to remove your account from play from any of their IPs.
That's fucking insane. I don't think I'm gonna get the
So
next
any
Borderlands
Gearbox game. I'm
on
not.
principle.
I was like thinking
Maybe
when
if I
it was
can pirate
announced,
it.
I was
I
like,
shouldn't say it
hey,
on stream.
this
Maybe if
looks
I can get
kinda
it
cool.
different style.
It looked kind of cool, but I'm not gonna get it at full price. I'll wait like a year or two until it's like $3 on Steam. But even now, I don't think I want that on my machine. If somebody can crack it and remove all of the extra shit that's in it, maybe. But
Also,
Other than that, no.
Gray just said in my chat, this is probably noteworthy, that companies get a kickback from having easy anti-cheat tied to the game. They get a kickback from Epic,
Yeah.
because Epic owns it. And Epic, I presume, wants a little bit of that extra data they can get out of this, not just
for
preventing
sure.
cheating. So I don't really love that. I don't even like
I
having
hate
the Epic
EAC.
Games launcher on my computer. I just don't trust
Oh
that
no,
shit.
I don't either. I don't. I had it on my machine to play Alan Wake 2, and I didn't even play the DLC update for it because I uninstalled it and didn't want to put it.
Yeah,
back on
I
my
put it
machine
on my
when
computer when I
reimaged.
need it for like one thing, and then I get rid of it as soon as I don't need it any longer.
Yeah. I hate EAC specifically out of all of the anti-cheats though, because that one has broken my computer multiple times. Like I've had a bunch of like driver errors and different shit that all like I'm like, hey, I'm having this blue screen, I'm getting B-sods, I'm getting this happening, and every time it's like, oh yeah, that's EAC, just like
Nat, I like how your
corrupting
hat matches
files
your hair.
on your machine and breaking your computer.
A good hat. Yeah, some of the anti-cheats are awful. I also not a big fan of Game Guard. That's a Nexon one, right? I think it is.
I
Fucking-
don't think I've played a game with Game Guard.
Really? It was in all of the old like shitty MMOs back in the day, where it was like
I've never played any of those.
free MMOs. Yeah, a lot of that. I think actually Game Guard might still be what's in use for I want to say Honkai Star Rail, which is why it is the one Hoyoverse game that works like shit on Linux. Like, you have to use a specialty launcher for it, and then you can get banned for that. So it's kind of sketchy.
I thought an account of mine got hacked the other day because I got an email to my email from Hoyoverse, and I didn't remember what the company was. And then I like read through it. It's like, verify your age. I'm like, I don't know what this is. Who's signing up for accounts under my name? And it's like, oh, Genshin Impact. I downloaded that game on Steam or whatever launcher it was on for like 15 minutes, tried it, hated it, and uninstalled it. And I'm still getting fucking emails from them, apparently.
You'll get them forever, for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Gray says, can't play Starship Troopers because of easy anti-cheat, and only thing that uses GG they know of is Helldivers, which we were playing recently.
Yeah.
When we were both having a bunch of issues with
I wonder if that was
Helldivers
from from Game Guard. Could have been.
Well, I guess I
Could
have
have been.
played a game with Game Guard.
Every time you guys talk about Helldivers, I keep thinking of that diving game that we played for a little bit.
Murky Divers? Yeah.
Yes, Murky Divers.
No, very different.
No, I know it's very different. I've seen you guys play it. And I saw like someone on Twitch was like playing Helldivers, and I was like, oh, someone's actually playing that game, because I haven't seen like anyone play Murky Divers.
Mm.
And it definitely was not Murky Divers.
I think Maple Story 2 used Game Guard, but kind of dead outside of Korea. Well, it doesn't exist outside of Korea, and the private servers have been forcibly shut down for the most part. I used to play on one of them. But yes, Maple Story 1 also used Game Guard. In fact, I think that's the first game I ever played in my gaming career that had Game Guard as its anti-cheat. That was one of my first MMOs, back when I was like but a wee child.
But a wee child.
Sometimes I want to play Maple Story, but like, I don't have fucking time for that.
Yeah, it's a whole. It's
It's a
like
whole ass
more than
thing.
an
That's a
MMO
real
commitment.
grinding game.
Yeah.
I like the
I don't know.
music
I just
though.
think it might. I don't know if Data supports this, or maybe Brian would know from like metrics that he has, but I don't think the impact to the general consumer base that's caused by these anti-cheat services is worth the effectiveness of them. It's not like, I think the one that has the least amount of like cheaters that I've experienced in a game is Valorant's anti-cheat, but that one is like so aggressively kernel level intrusive.
Oh yeah,
that I don't even really feel good about having it on my machine.
If you think about cheating, Valorant has you banned.
Yeah.
You can get banned for thought crimes on that.
But like Ricochet is also fairly intrusive. There's fucking cheaters in every single game.
Yeah.
Easy anti-cheat. There's cheaters in Destiny. There's cheaters in fucking Tarkov.
That's the
There's
type of thing
cheaters
similar
in...
with like anti-piracy DRM stuff, where it's like it impacts your
for sure.
consumers who are like engaging correctly, who are paying for your game, just as negatively, if not more so, than the people you're trying to punish. I think anti-cheat kind of works the same way, which is not really a great.
There's so many other methods rather than live detection, because the live detection has been proven not to work. Like, you need to use methods that stop people from making multiple accounts in the first place and make it harder to like turn around accounts. So like 2FA, verified IP bans, hardware bans, shit like that.
Yeah, there's other
like,
ways that would be
much more effective.
Preferable, I think, to handle it. And also there's a lot of stuff you can do like from the server side in terms of monitoring a player's behavior that doesn't require software on their machine that I think could tell you if someone is cheating. You know, in a game where there's currency, if someone earns X amount of currency in X number of seconds in a way that is just functionally impossible, you should be able to flag that very easily without having kernel level anything, you know?
Right.
Or a game
a positional tracker.
Yeah, like games where you're like moving
This
around
person
if you're
moved
moving too quickly.
fast.
You know, I think
Yep.
there's areas where like if your engine sucks and it's possible that someone can get launched too quickly, you should be careful about that kind of thing. But I think there's places you can do it. So
But that's where appeals are there for, and then like actually hire staff to do appeals and like look at stuff to see if it's like there's something malicious or not there, you know.
Yeah,
But they don't want to hire that. They don't hire QA staff, let alone fucking like moderators for their cheating.
Yeah,
problems
and
in their games.
Gray just said in chat, like, it keeps out the common man, but it doesn't stop people who really want to cheat or really want to make money. I think that tends to be, like, that's the end result, right? Like, people who really want to do it will find a way, they'll make new accounts. You'll never stop that behavior. So you're mostly just hurting people who are playing normally. Also, your hot take about MapleStory 2 being better than MapleStory 1, I don't even know if that's that hot of a take. I think a lot of people felt that way. I know Jack's always talking about how he misses MapleStory 2. Sometimes I think about it,
Did he play the first one?
I assume he probably did at some point.
I thought he started on the second one. I don't know if Madison got him into it. I would have to ask him. I don't know for sure, but I didn't think he played the first one.
Stupid question, but what is a kernel level that we are talking about? We're talking about kernel level anti-cheat, which is basically just any anti-cheat software that is installed at your computer's kernel level, which basically just more or less means like it is looking at your machine so intrusively it might as well be malware. It's operating at a borderline hardware level. Yeah, it has permissions for everything. It's looking at your hardware configuration, your software configuration. It can obtain any information it needs to from your machine. You're basically giving it like admin access to the computer.
It's actually technically higher than admin access because they're not supposed to, and they shouldn't. They can get in a lot of trouble if they do. But at the kernel level, it can send information between pieces of hardware and tell your hardware to do other things than it should be.
Yeah, it's
very able to do.
Very obtrusive as far as anti-cheat goes, and in most cases probably not super necessary because again, it punishes people who are playing the game normally just as much as it punishes cheaters. So yeah, not ideal. This game does have it, and I'm still playing it, so like it didn't discourage me from getting this, although I don't love it. And I will complain about it on my stream to my viewers.
Yeah, I feel like my answer for like cheating in video games is I just stop playing them. It's gotten to a point where I don't deal with it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I actually I'm gonna phrase this carefully because I'm on stream, but I really want to play Metaphor ReFantagio as my next like JRPG, and I found out that it was on sale. I was about to buy it on Steam. It uses Denuvo, and then I found out there are alternate ways to obtain the game that would not have Denuvo in it. Wink, wink. And I'm like, well, fuck, I'm gonna do that, and then eventually, if they take Denuvo out, then I'll buy it. Like, I would love to support them with the money. That's a company that makes that's Atlas. They make the Persona games. That's a company I'd love to support. But, like, fuck off with that Denuvo shit. I don't want to put that on my machine. I'm pretty pissed it's in Monster Hunter, actually. I almost didn't want to do that.
I know.
I did not read this tutorial.
Sure. I guarantee you that's a large part of why Monster Hunter runs so shittily.
Oh, fuck. I should have read that tutorial.
Especially on lower-end PCs.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be a factor.
But, I mean, even Atlas these days, like, do you remember the price point of P3P when it came to Steam?
Yeah, now this is very similar to the cooking.
I've never done anything like this before.
It's basically the exact same thing as the cooking.
I got too invested in this conversation.
Oh, this is going so much faster. No, it goes very fast.
Okay, I think I'm getting it.
The P3 remake that they put on PC, Atlas, it didn't have FemC, like FES, in it, and it was, I think, $70 or $80 out the gate for a remake of a fucking PSP game.
That's fucking crazy.
The fuck is that? Yeah, I know, I wanted to get it, because P3 is like my introduction to the series, and I wanted to play it again, but didn't have the FES editions, and it was fucking $70. I'm sorry, I'm not paying $70 for a fucking remake port of a 15-year-old game.
Yeah.
This jump.
To address the chat things, Rare Windows W, they've been trying to lock it up for years, but the government won't let them. I'm assuming kernel level anti-cheat type stuff, which, yeah, that's not gonna happen though. You should never get a better product for piracy over paying, but invasive DRM and anti-cheat make that not possible. Yeah, completely agree. Like, that's what fucking sucks, is that, like, I like to pay for things. I would love to pay for I have the money. I'll pay for things if they're good. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a point where, like, invasive DRM makes it not worth the purchase because I'll get a worse experience with the game. As a paying customer, I shouldn't get that.
It's definitely a support thing, too.
And also,
'Cause, like, I've
doesn't it
had
have
games
two
that I've
anti-tamper
pirated.
things? Which game? This game, Fantasy Life, or Persona 3 Remake? Probably both, honestly. Two anti-tamper things.
I've had games that I've
Wild.
obtained through
probably.
not legal methods, or not approved methods
Just
before.
say wink out loud a few times. I think it's probably in
Wink,
the
wink,
clear.
wink, 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 wink. And then I've gone back after and purchased the game on a platform, and then never touched the like purchased version that I
Yeah.
played to support the dev studio.
Absolutely.
I actually
I've done
did
the
that with,
same
with
thing.
Hollow Knight. I got Hollow Knight because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but it looks really cute. I want to try it. I found a cracked version. Wink, 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 wink. Whatever that means.
Could mean anything.
Played through the whole game and then fucking bought it on Steam.
Yeah. I think a thing I heard one time, I don't know if there's a lot of data to back this up. I think there's some data, but that, like, if a person is willing to pirate a game, they were not a potential customer because they were not going to buy it. It's not like everyone who
No.
wanted to buy your game, if they have an option to pirate it, will go pirate it. The people who are pirating it would likely have said, it's too much money and I'm not that interested in the first place. They're basically treating it
Well,
like a demo or an alternative option. So you can't really claim
Right,
that
exactly.
piracy is
A
actually
test.
lost, because they'll try to claim in court like it's lost profits. They're losing money. You can't lose money that was never, it's a digital thing. No one stole a physical disc from you, and you can't prove that customer's intention would have been to buy your game if they didn't take that route. So it's kind of a weird gray area.
Isn't also I don't know the like actual percentage of it, but like a majority of piracy, specifically with games, usually due to like region locking and or conversion rates for games being so wildly expensive in certain countries that the only feasible way to obtain them is to pirate them.
Yeah, a lot of countries with specifically like undervalued currencies, or where regional like for example, a lot of games don't get localized to Russia because there's a stereotype that Russian gamers always pirate, so they don't want to bother. But the reality is the only reason they always pirate is because no one is localizing games for them. It's an untapped market.
And what's like $40 here is like $180 in Russian currency. They can't fucking afford that shit.
Okay, Gray, yeah. Gray is confirming that was proven. Like, that people who pirate games are not potential customers, and you cannot suggest that they are as, like, a thing. So, yeah, I mean, I work on a little bit of game dev here and there, and I think if I were to release a game, I would not give a shit if people pirated it. I would never put DRM in it. If you steal it, you steal it. People who want to support me financially would. People who want to pay money for the game would pay money for it. I think we've proven time and time again that if you give people easy and sensible ways to pay for media, they will always choose to pay for media. If you get too greedy or too shitty, people will choose other methods. This is how it always tends to go. God, we're really ranting in here tonight. We're doing like...
That's the fucking thing. It's because you, like, the games you make, you want to make a piece of art that you want people to enjoy, and then you want to recoup some cost for your time. You're not making a game with profit in mind as the first motivation to make that game.
Lucky picket.
Which is the biggest difference of the gaming industry, like, of the higher-ups right now. That was the whole fucking Randy Pitchford thing with Borderlands 4, how he got absolutely fucking roasted. Oh yeah, true fans will find a way to pay the $80 price tag we're gonna put on this game. No, you're a fucking out of touch weirdo and everybody hates you, and you still haven't understood that everybody fucking hates you, even though people have hated you for like decades now. I hate him so
Yeah.
much. Oh god, he's got
think
such a punchable face.
He
too.
does. He does have a punchable face, and also, you know, don't ask about what he did at medieval times. We can't talk about that on stream. The allegedly, I don't. Is that alleged? Allegedly, I'm keeping myself legally safe here.
It is allegedly at this point.
The Ultra Kill dev. I don't know if I've seen this tweet exactly, but I think that I have something like to the effect of I'd rather people pirate and enjoy and pay with word of mouth than it not be spread and shared. I think that, especially in the new kind of internet-based economy, games getting shared around and like the word of mouth of a good game is way more powerful than like making sure no one has even a slight chance to play it for free. Like, you want your media to get out there. Virality is worth more than making sure that one person can't pirate a copy so you get your $60 on that. It's a foolish endeavor.
How many people do you think are waiting for the Balatro devs' next game? Millions.
Oh yeah.
Millions.
That game
I
did
guarantee
insanely
you,
well.
anytime if the guy who made that put out a thing that was like, hey, I've got another game coming out in a month, that is going to be on every gaming article. It's going to be on Twitter. It's going to be on Reddit. It's going to be everywhere. People are going to be fucking freaking out for that shit. Because that game was a viral success. It was in the right price point. It was a fucking well-made game. It was made with love. It was made with care. And it was made because he wanted to make it, not because he wanted to make fucking money.
Yeah, and look how much money it made as a result. That's what we like to see in
I
games.
know.
Look at
Oh, I love
Claire
that.
Obscure, Expedition 33. They priced that thing at fucking $45. That's better than any other game I've paid full price for in the last like 2 years, easily. Maybe ever. It's a really good game, and they did not go crazy. There's no DRM in it that I'm aware of. I might be wrong. I don't think there is, though. I think it's
Every
clean.
single clip I've seen of that game looks like it was like a launch title with a next-gen console. Like, it looks like it would be at like the flagship game at like a Sony Direct or some shit like that.
Beautiful
Like,
game.
it's gorgeous.
Visually very cool. Does some really nice stuff with JRPG mechanics. Amazing story. Just like really good. Very funny, very clever at times, very heart-wrenching. I can't say enough good things about it. I think it's like easily top 3 games of all time for me. People keep telling me, mostly just Eric, I think, that that's probably recency bias, but I do not think it's recency bias, and I think I'm a little more self-aware than to let myself get caught into that, because I don't tend to claim new games to be like a new favorite for me. Pretty much ever. I claim my favorite games to be old games that I've, played many years ago, and I rarely update that list. So, I think this is something special.
I can't remember if I was talking with you about this. I know I've talked to a couple people about it, but I just recently went back through and played God of War Ragnarok on PC because I wanted to play back through it, and I played Eric's copy on PS5. I don't have my own copy, so I got one on PC, and it made me feel so good and so bad at the same time because of how well that game it was done, like from top to bottom. Music, acting, animation, mocap, feel, vibe, story, like from top to bottom. And I've had this like feeling when I've been playing through other games that are like in the similar genre, that like Metroidvania-esque collectathon action story narrative whatever games, and just been like, yeah, that was like enjoyable for however many hours I played it, but I didn't feel like connected with the game.
Yeah.
And then playing through this one again, I was like, holy shit, it is so nice to like feel what an actual well-made piece of art is like, and it makes me now realize why I did not have as much fun with all of those other games.
Yeah. I think when a game is really well crafted, I mean, it truly is art. Game is art. Not every game,
It's-
but a lot of them. I
it-
guess actually every game is technically art. Not all of them are super good art.
Good art, yeah.
But they are all art, and I think the ones that are particularly exceptional are just really amazing art. And yeah, Gray just said in chat, I think that was it was Ubisoft devs who were just like, I got bored and thought up Expedition 33 while working at Ubisoft, and then broke off and made the game. That's fucking crazy. AAA games they cost too much, and they can't deliver on what they cost. They are putting too much money into the production of it to a point where they need to sell so many copies and capitalize so much on the end product that the focus is entirely on how do we nickel and dime every single customer to make our development costs worth it, when you could use a smaller team and make a really great concept. And I mean, you know, we see it all the time. Like indie games or smaller studio games that do exceptionally well, they make more money for the time they put in and often make a better game because they're not completely profit focused. They're not worried about, fuck, we spent however many million on this, we have to make that much back. They don't need to make that much back. So they can actually focus on, like, taking risks and doing cool experimental things.
Did you see the new quote from Miyazaki talking about Dustbloods and Night Rain? And like the future of From? I thought it was really cool. I did not understand why they were making these games. I thought they were like trend chasing with the like extraction, shooter, battle royale, whatever bullshit, blah blah blah. But what he said is that they're doing it as like smaller spin-off IPs so that their newer dev staff can get experience and take risks without having the like financial fucking Atlas world on their shoulders of like, if you fuck up, that's it. You won't work here anymore, you won't work anywhere anymore. It's these smaller projects that can like fail or not meet a target goal and it's not going to bankrupt the studio, so that they can like actually get creatives to take risks and make new cool shit or experiment on something, and it doesn't tank their reputation or the company overall. And I have so much more respect for the fact that those games, I don't think they're super for me. I don't care about the like multiplayer aspect of them, but I understand why they're doing that. That makes so much fucking sense.
Yeah, no, that makes a ton of sense, and hearing that makes me feel better about that existing, about all of it. So I think that's respectable. Like, save your mainline titles for your more experienced devs who can handle that kind of pressure and, you know, allow that experimentation in other places.
Or try out ideas in the
good.
smaller titles and then bring them, the ones that work, over to the new stuff, or the mainline shit.
What did I feel like I got all good scores on my sword. Okay, well that was the wrong thing. That's not good.
You should, right, oh. Okay.
Will you come check and see if these potatoes are
No,
like
no,
actually tender? I don't know how to feel.
You use a
I'm
fork.
panicking. No, I didn't mean to hit A. I didn't mean to hit A.
You did.
I've done worse this time, I feel, than I did last time. This one's gotta be a failure too. Okay, well, okay, I'll just do better. I'll simply do better. It's fine. This time I nail it. Probably should have read the tutorial, but I was having an engaging conversation with my friends.
Yes, potatoes are done, Mike.
This game is not good at blacksmithing. It doesn't have
You know,
voxel
you know, poor shit.
individual. Yeah, it doesn't have voxel pushing for blacksmithing like Vintage Story does.
Mike, potato tender.
Okay, so I can
Potato
hurry now.
tender.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's fine. It's good. That's at 100%. Is that not enough? Wait. Okay.
we switched subjects like 4 times since, so I didn't get it out. But I think I was gonna say a really cheesy but like actually true thing about like the feeling God of War gives you. I hate that it is the like meme shit, but it's very much that like it really makes you feel like Batman type shit, where it like pulls you into the game. You care about what's happening. You care about the strife that the characters are going through. Which is so funny too, because I think because I've been talking about God of War Ragnarok and shit, I've been getting like TikToks and different shit about it, and apparently the original creator of God of War was pissed at Santa Monica's 2018 and Ragnarok because he didn't want the like dad and son story for Kratos. He's like, I don't want these characters to grow. I don't care what your devs are going to.
Received?
Dude, it was so fucking good. It was like all of the crazy awesome action shit of God of War games, but then with like actual character development and like stakes and emotion, and not even like woke fucking whatever shit.
What,
it was
Mike,
just
are you
a
getting
good
anti-woke
story.
in here?
Oh yeah, no, I'm getting anti-woke. I just mean it wasn't even stuff that like people could complain about, that it was like, oh, LGBT whatever the fuck trans people in my video games bullshit that everybody loves to yell about. It was just genuinely good.
It was theoretically
story writing and
unobjectionable by all parties, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like that, like no one should have had a problem with it. Well, the guy who fucking made it apparently did. So.
Yeah.
Nina and I were going through the anti-woke list again last night on stream. We were looking at all the like captions on like why a game is bad. What brought it up is that in this game, you pick your character's body type, and the options were gentlemanly, maidenly, or mysterious. And we were pretty pumped about that.
Yeah, I think the game too new to be on the list, though.
Yeah. Also, Gray points out
get on that list
hilariously that favorite part is when Mike gets so invested and heated that Nina's avatar starts talking too, because it's picking up your voice through her Discord.
Okay, yeah. All right. I already get called out by you guys when we're just in a Discord call together. I do not need to be called out by your chat so fucking directly.
They know exactly what you're about, and they are calling you out.
I am a simple man with very solid habits. I'm sorry for being fucking predictable.
Gray never said it was a bad thing. It is a little predictable, though. You do tend to do this. Also, yeah, I don't want to say that this is necessarily ADHD behavior, but I feel like getting louder and louder in your voice the more excited you get about a topic you're discussing, I feel like is very much a behavior. I have been told many times, like, hey, why are you yelling? Calm down. And I'm like, what? I was not yelling. I'm yelling?
Yeah.
Because I'm getting like elevated. I'm excited. There's an enthusiasm.
I have to remind
How many
Mike that
times?
he's yelling a lot.
That too, me and Nat together, when we're not on Discord, because if I get too loud, I'll start cutting out, so I have to like temper myself regularly.
Temper yourself
but
down.
Back in the apartment when we lived together, how many times did
me about
we,
to be like, don't list
talking?
an address out loud.
Oh, I'm not. I know. When we would like start talking in the kitchen, and like 15-20 minutes later, Brian would come out of his room and be like, can you guys shut the fuck up? You're screaming and you're the only people in this room.
What were we yelling about? I don't know. We're just excited.
Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
We're just exchanging a bit of autistic ADHD with each other. All right?
We're just having exciting moments with our special interests, probably. But yeah, no, it's easy to
video games and computers.
Video games, computers, I don't know, the ethics around video games and computers. Fuck, they get so exciting.
Also, you're like the most arty person that is interested in the same like things that I am.
Arty? I feel like the word is artsy, so it doesn't sound like farty.
Whatever.
Sounds like you're just calling me farty.
Arty.
So I can talk about a bunch of the like super like hyper nerdy art student shit with you that nobody else cares to talk about, like nuance and story writing and shit like that, which I love to fucking talk about, but everybody is like, yeah, that was just a movie about people shooting each other. And I'm like, no, but think about like
Yeah,
how
no,
that felt to
I
the
get
people.
I get into this shit. This is why I really need fucking more people to play Expedition 33. I'm trying to get Brian to play it. Jack has it. He played a little bit,
Mhm.
not enough. I need to discuss it further with
Not
more
enough.
people.
I have seen clips of the combat and it looks more actiony than I thought it was than JRPG, and I'm
I think
thinking
you
about
would
it.
enjoy it in terms of that you like a rhythm-based game.
Yes.
It's pretty much just that. It's not going to be super actiony. You're not going to be experiencing action in the way you're thinking. But if you like timing things and getting the rhythm down and getting the satisfaction of nailing the rhythm, you would very much enjoy it. And there's a lot of very good challenge content. And I know you love a good challenge content.
So the way I can describe it is the way I played through all of the Persona games that I've played and every Pokemon game that I've ever played was to level up as high as possible and only use attack moves. I do not do well with like strategic planning in move
Well, here's the
turn-based
thing
games.
with this game is that there is strategy to which moves you use and when. However, if you are good at parrying, you will never take damage once in your entire run through the game. You will simply
I don't need to
win.
like set up a fucking status effect
if you can get the timing with the parrying, you will never take damage. If you get the timing with the parrying.
That's hopeful.
Now that said, when you get into a new fight with a new enemy, I never get the timing on the first attempt because it's always a little bit weird and it's a little different every time. But if you get the dodging and parrying down, you can nail every encounter, and if you nail the parries,
I mean, that's like
you do the
normal
counter
Dark Souls
damage.
trial and error.
The counter damage is substantial, so it is worth doing. I think you would find
Marshall?
enjoyment in this. It is useful also to like look up like good builds for the characters, like what weapons and skills are good combinations.
Oh, I'm sure.
But you know how to use a computer. You can look that shit up.
What are you doing
It's
that
a good
bread?
game. I think you would enjoy it. I think people who are discounting it because they're like, I don't usually like turn-based are
What is it,
missing
Colin?
out unnecessarily.
I
it
think
is
I'm
not
in the same boat.
common.
I
It's a little
think I
different.
agree with you on that. Everything I've seen of it is
What
like
can I do for you?
I like that there's audio and visual tells. Some of them are
Yeah.
only audio.
Some
are
of them are
only visual.
You have to kind of get a feel
Some
for
are
it
very
each time.
subtle.
And then once you like get to
But
know an
the
enemy,
aesthetic
you
looks
can
really
like nail it
good.
each time. The story is also
Mhm.
excellent. I think the story is
Is
very
My
good.
other question is it majority text-based story or is it all voice acted?
It's mostly voice acted.
Okay, I can do some text. I don't love the
Some
like,
of the like walking
overly
around
heavy
town
text.
shit is like I think people will have like a little sound they make and then you read. But all of the like
That's
major
fine.
cutscenes are fully voice acted. Also, the motion cap on the faces is like you get like detailed emotion out of it. It looks good. The voice acting is also just excellent all the way through. God, I don't know. I can't say enough good things about this game. And I didn't play it on stream, and I sometimes I wish I had, but I actually think I'm kind of glad I didn't. Because I was able to, like, enjoy it at my own pace and really, like, invest in the story and kind of work through it. And I think if I was trying to stream it, I would have been too worried about, like, being on stream, and I think I would have gotten less out of it. So, if I do my New Game Plus, I might stream some of that. So, because
Yeah.
then, I'm working through it again. But you say you don't like
Yeah,
turn-based
I've been-
combat, yet you participate in arguments on Twitter. Curious.
Okay, that is really fucking funny.
That's really funny. Also, great count calling you out a little bit. I don't know if you do Twitter arguments. You shouldn't do Twitter arguments.
No, Mike should not.
I am
do
the
Twitter
person
arguments.
that would, but I am not. I'm a lurker on every social media platform I've ever been on.
It's-
I do
it's
not
better
post
not to post in
on
some cases.
anything.
Yeah.
I post
no,
questions on the Tarkov subreddit about like dumb shit that happens, or asking like when a new event is coming. That's the entirety of my fucking posting career.
Yeah. It's better to not get into it.
No. No, you would make mistakes. Get too heated.
Mike would get too heated. Though also, yeah, Twitter arguments are essentially just turn-based combat. That's
Yeah.
just straight up what that is.
In that same vein of like not streaming it though, that's kind of what I did with the Last of Us games and God of War games, because I was playing through those for Nina so that she could experience the stories, because she doesn't like the like action gameplay like that, but she really liked The Last of Us when we went through it. And what I would do is I would like get the itch to play the game, play through a run of it, and do like the 100% gamer shit that I like to do, and then right after that I could skip a lot of the like running around and killing every single guy in this area and just focus on the like story stuff with her,
Yeah.
which was essentially like New Game Plus playthrough. I got all my like, oh, I have to go and grind this one area to get this armor set because it's a 2% marginal increase in damage or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. I like 100%ing shit. She just
Yeah.
wants to see the story, and I think they're interesting stories that she would like.
Yeah. Well, you should look at Expedition 33. It's a good story. It's a very cool game. Visually very cool world. And I think you would get a lot out of the parry mechanics. I think you are underestimating how enjoyable a turn-based game can be when it does something kind of fresh like this. I thought I was going to hate it because I don't really like parry mechanics that much, and I felt like it was going to be too much like a quick time event that I just play through.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get in there, it doesn't feel that way. It feels good in a way that is hard to describe, but you get in there, and once you kind of get a feel for it, excellent.
Dude, parry as a like mechanic in games is such a hard thing to get right for mass appeal, because everybody likes something different. I like extremely responsive, instantaneous parries that as soon as I press the button, the parry frames are active. Even if it's only like 1 or 2 frames of parry, it needs to happen the second that I input the button. And I want to be able to cancel other things that I am doing with the parry above all else. If I don't have those 2 things in a game, I hate the parry mechanics. Always. Every single fucking time. Which is why I always hated parrying in Souls games. And then Sekiro fucking loved it. Lies of P fucking loved it. A couple of the like Metroidvania Hollow Knight clones that have parries in them fucking loved them. Stellar Blade fucking hated it. Holy shit, there's so much input delay.
Nice. Oh yeah, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga was a great game. And it wasn't dissimilar. Actually, the Mario RPG game. I think it's just called Super Mario RPG. I don't know what it's called. I got it on Switch. That one also has timing-based, turn-based combat, I think.
Well, and I liked Paper Mario, because I think that was like a simple enough turn-based. You had like 2 types of moves you could do, and then once you selected the move, you like did button sequences to get better results out of your moves or whatever. I'm fine with that. It's like the involved like type matching and status effects and buffing and knowing when to like buff and tank attacks on what character of your 4-party team or whatever the fuck. My brain doesn't think of those ahead. I always end up just being like, what is the highest damage move that I can do, and can I one-shot something before it has a chance to hit me so I take 0 damage?
I think then you would enjoy Expedition 33 because you can dodge or parry everything, and you can do really big damage in one hit with a small amount of setup sometimes, but you're not thinking like 10 turns in advance like what you're doing in terms of like
Well, and it's
buffing
mechanical
and stuff. Yeah.
parrying and dodging. It's not RNG based.
Yeah, it's not like you
this
up
has
a number
percentage
to
chance
see if
to
you can
hit.
parry.
Right.
You personally parry, so if you are
Right.
skilled at that combat, then you can do it.
Well, I've been game
yeah,
dry,
Gray, I'm unlocking
and
all of the
I'll
fucking
probably try it.
different classes. Yeah, do it. I want to discuss further with people. And I'm doing my like end of game stuff. Like cleaning up everything that I want to before I start New Game Plus type stuff in it right now. Yeah, I don't know actually. Nina, where are you in this game? You unlocking classes?
Yeah, I'm doing the chopping wood right now.
Nice. Yeah, I'm cruising around, we're ranting about games, I'm going to unlock every fucking life, because I know this
You
is
have
actually
to.
explicitly what Gray said not to do up front and to move forward, but I don't... I'm just
No,
gonna
we're
do it.
too
Sorry, I
busy
gotta
doing
unlock
this.
them all because I want to be able to, like, switch between them to gather things. I
Gotta unlock them all.
gotta unlock
What is
them
that?
all.
Why does that guy look like that?
Which guy?
The one you're talking to.
He's just big and thick, bro.
Don't talk
He's-
about his head that way. He's fine. Don't worry about it. He's got a good head. All right.
You know what's
Alright.
crazy?
We got different.
Which is
signature.
this is the first time in a pretty good while that this has happened to me. Out of every upcoming game that I have seen a trailer for and know exists and is coming out, I think the only one I'm like legitimately excited to wait for it to come out is that new Naughty Dog space game. With
Oh,
a
that
really
looks pretty
shitty
cool.
title.
That guy
Yeah,
does look like he has a
I-
little bit of a cleft palate. You are correct.
I think that game looks really cool. They need to change that fucking name though. It is like the Arena Breakout Infinite fucking naming nomenclature of space games. It's like intergalactic future position or some shit like that.
Does it have more than one word? I thought it was just like
Dude,
intergalactic.
it's no, dude. It's literally something
Oh, no.
colon something something. A Naughty Dog space game. It's like a mobile game. Intergalactic colon the Heretic Prophet.
My brain will not remember that. That is leaving me already. It's
bro,
already. I can
I
feel
can't-
it departing
I
my
can't
mind.
tell you how many times I've talked about this game with different people, and every single time I have to Google the fucking name. It's so bad. Please rename it. It's
Oh my God,
such
this
a
is like-
bad name.
What was that extraction shooter that you told me about?
That's what I was just. That's what I brought up. Arena Breakout Infinite. It's a
Oh,
really good
yeah,
game.
yeah.
It's doing really well right now, but it sounds like a fucking mobile
It can't
game.
be called Arena Breakout. That sounds like it's fucking like the game where you break the blocks with the ball. Is that not called Breakout?
Brick Breaker.
No. I think it's often referred to as Breakout. Am I making that up?
I don't know. I don't know if I've
Yeah,
always
brick
heard it as
breaker
like
is
brick
a
breaker.
word. I think there's
Yeah.
another word for it though. I think Breakout. Breakout the Breakout Arcade 1976, the game that built Atari's legacy. Breakout. Arena Breakout. Arena Breakout Infinite? That can't be what it's called. Oh my God, they gotta change that. They gotta update that one. It does sound like a mobile game. Yeah, it sounds like a mobile game where you do a very minor activity, and not like an extraction shooter on the computer that people are like excited about.
I also think I don't really like the
Huh?
colon titles. I'm not a big fan of those unless it's like Tomb Raider in whatever temple of blah blah blah. You know, like an established IP that has a bunch of entries in it that has to like start using colons for their individuality of each title. But one like single name or maximum 3-word titles are so much more memorable and punchy for everything else.
Typically, yeah. But have you considered Bubsy in Claws Encounters of the Furred Kind?
Is this like a positive that you're arguing? I'm unsure.
I've referenced a Bubsy game. You tell me if you think it's positive or not. I had that game on, I think it was on Genesis. I think that's the one. I think my dad bought it for me when I was a child, and I was so excited to play it because I liked that he was a bobcat. Anyway, all of the Bubsy games are bad, just to be clear.
Was that one of the 3D ones, or was
No,
it
no,
only
that was
Bubsy 3D
two-dimensional.
was the 3D
I think
one?
Bubsy 3D was the 3D one. I don't know if they've made any more since then. There's also a
don't know
Bubsy
either.
cartoon show. And it's exactly what you're thinking it would be in terms of a really low quality, like 90s obnoxious cartoon. But it's like worse, even still, even considering that. So, yeah, I tried to watch an episode once for fun, and it was too grating to even watch as a joke. So if that tells you much about it, yeah, it's real.
Especially with your tolerance for shitty shows.
I'll watch a grating thing if I think it'll be funny. It's a little much. It's a little bit much.
Well, on the opposite of grading things, we haven't continued it, but me and Nina started watching a little bit of Free Rin. Have you seen any of that?
Oh, I think, wasn't Jack talking about it recently? I hear things about it all the time. Is it grating? I thought it was like kind of chill.
No. I said on the opposite end of that. It's very
not
good.
Grating. Yeah, I heard it's very like kind of calming slice of life, enjoyable. Is that true? Is that a fair assessment?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting because it's very like D&D adventure-esque, but it's like a second season to a show that never had a first season, if that makes sense. So it like starts at the end of the like big journey quest, and then it's like the after adventure of a couple of the characters from that quest, which it doesn't sound like it would be able to work, but they somehow have written it well enough that you feel attached to the characters within the first episode like you had experienced an entire adventure with them already, which I think is really cool.
I think that's good character work then, is what that would mean. Yeah, that's I've been meaning to maybe give that a look. I will give that a thought.
Now, have you seen the alchemist person yet?
No, I've not done alchemy yet. Are you doing alchemy?
I'm doing alchemy right now. I don't like his teeth. Like he has like a smile with just his teeth, which is fine. But then when he talks, just the teeth split in half and open and close. I don't know how
I don't think I care
else
for
to
that.
explain it other than that. It is very jarring.
Maybe I'll do that one next.
Yeah. I'm doing it because then you can make yourself like the stamina potions and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Good
I
call.
keep running out of stamina when I'm doing things. So.
The cats in this game are very cute.
They are.
This curry is gonna thicken up when we combine it with the rice. I'm just gonna combine everything now.
Okay. Don't wait. No, just no. Pour yourself. I want just like a bowl of rice where I pour the curry on it. Don't mix it,
so
please.
crazy.
You were gonna mix
please.
the rice into the curry? That'll make the rice all like mushy and shit.
Yeah. No, I want.
You want to put the
No,
curry on
I-
top of the rice? Are you kidding me?
I
Yeah.
like
No, he's wrong.
the
with that
like
completely.
next day when it's like all soaked in.
That's a
and
next day
incorporated
experience,
together.
though. Your first day, you want them to be a little separate, so you can get like one little bite of like plain rice, then get like a little
Yeah, no.
curry, and you can like kind of choose your ratios.
Well, she likes to keep them separate, like post first meal. Like the
I mean, after
curry
the
goes
first
in a
meal,
bin
it's
and the
time,
rice
it's time
goes
to
in a
give
bin.
up. But
Yes, you
Don't-
put them all together. You let them soak.
don't do it at the start of everything. That feels wrong.
Please don't.
I do like shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is one of my probably like top 3 favorite foods, actually, Greg.
Oh,
I fucking go
I love-
crazy
Yeah.
for shepherd's pie.
I love shepherd's
Fuck
pie.
yeah.
Shepherd's pie is delicious.
We got a lot of pro shepherd's pie sentiment in here right now.
When I was a kid, I didn't like it, and I didn't like chicken pot pie because I thought it was like shitty fucking food your parents made you, the meatloaf equivalent, if that makes sense.
I've also
And then I
found as an
realized
adult
that-
that meatloaf can be very good if well prepared.
Oh, for sure. It's just
Yeah.
usually not.
Yeah, I've gotten a
But,
couple special meatloafs. I did like a French onion meatloaf, and it was
That sounds
like
delicious.
really good. And I'm like, fuck, meatloaf can be good. I thought it was shit food, but it is the worst of them. I can
like
see
a meatloaf
shepherd's
every
pie
once in a
falling
while.
into kind of a similar category of like it just feels like kind of a lazy meal.
Beef pot pie? I don't think I've had beef pot pie.
Yeah, it's usually chicken. I feel like it's almost always
Yeah.
chicken.
I mean, like, I imagine it wouldn't be bad.
when I was a kid,
chicken
my
pot
mom
pie
used
is
to
just
always
better.
say to me that chicken pot pie is one of the like top 5 worst foods you can ever eat.
No.
I don't know what the fuck she-
It's got a lot.
Or like for you.
I think she meant for you because it does have a lot of butter in it, but truthfully, that's why it's so fucking good. And
She
it's
read like
considered
a
comfort
fucking
food for a
magazine
reason.
article one time that was like these foods are fattening, and then like kept listing them to me out loud. Cause I always liked
Yeah.
chicken pot pie.
Your mom was like the type of person to read the articles that came out in like the late 90s, early 2000s that said that butter was really bad, but margarine was really good, and then went on a margarine kick for years.
Yeah, my
mean,
whole
that was your
childhood
mom.
was her fucking margarine kick.
Yeah, my mom
I didn't really
too.
get. I thought margarine was butter for years as a child because I didn't
Mhm.
know. Fuck, what's the one like Country Crock? I think.
Yeah.
I thought that's just
Yeah.
a,
That
a
one's-
tub of butter because my mom would refer to
I
it as
mean,
butter, but it was
Out
margarine.
of margarine spreads, that one probably is one of the best ones.
But margarine's not good for you. In fact, I think in most it's considered worse for you.
No, it's
across
trans.
the board,
it's trans
right?
fat.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's really bad for you.
It's
Yeah.
lower overall fat, but it's low. Like God, I don't know. She read a couple articles clearly.
Hmm.
Yeah, my parents also did like the Atkins diet and
Butter's
the
bad, but
fucking
motor grease
paleo
is good.
diet and like
Sure.
all
They
that
also
shit.
they also do keto currently.
Just kind
On and
of
off.
run through all of them with no care for what any of them mean. Great, good strategy.
Yeah, the only big diet my mom ever did was Weight Watchers, and I feel like that one honestly is the least bad.
That one's just tracking the.
You're just tracking calories, but
nutrients
they've
you
like
eat.
they've just like crunched the numbers. They've done like a thing where
Yeah.
they're like, instead of saying it's 500 calories, we'll say it's 5 points. Is that easier for you to understand?
Well, and like anything that was like high in fiber was 0 points. So like all vegetables and fruit were like 0 points. So my mom basically just ate a bunch of like vegetables and fruit, and then like would have like some boiled chicken on with it to have protein, but that would be like most of her points.
It's yeah. I guess it's a system. I don't know. Maybe it's easier
Yeah.
for some people to conceptualize that
Well,
way.
I mean, it worked for her. She did it like twice and lost a lot of weight both times. But it wasn't it's not a diet that you can continue doing for the rest of your life. Like you can't just eat only vegetable.
Yeah, and
and,
also
like,
I
some
think
meat.
that's a reasonable point that it almost is keto at that point if fiber counts as
Oh,
zero
no.
because dietary fiber offsets the carbohydrates in things. So
Keto doesn't do
essentially-
any fiber though.
well, yes, it does. Keto does net carbs, which means you subtract the fiber, and fiber-rich foods are encouraged to be consumed even if they have carbohydrates. So it's kind of the same
okay.
concept. It's like a less restrictive version.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the rewarding you for eating high fiber foods and discouraging you from eating presumably like high sugar, high carbohydrate foods, like eat some lean protein and a bunch of fiber. It kind of ends up being, at the end of the day, if you eat some lean protein and a bunch of fiber, that's usually a pretty good move. They kind of
Yeah,
all boil
I
down
mean,
to that, which is,
It's good for you, but it's not feasible to do for the rest of your life unless you have very good self-control.
Well, yeah, because it's also extremely dull.
Yeah.
No one wants to eat only chicken and, like, broccoli forever. I don't know, maybe someone does.
I doubt it. I think people just will
Convince themselves
deal
that's
with
cool?
it. Yeah, yeah.
Holy
The
shit.
people who don't like food, probably.
Mike, did you just subscribe with Prime?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the gritty.
What? Sorry, what about piss?
What?
I'm fucking up my crafting. I got really distracted by piss.
Piss, piss, piss.
can't-
I'm
I
a
can't
cat,
look.
meow.
Alright.
That's what it said.
Alright, well now we know. Is that not good enough? Was that good enough?
Marshall is loafing next
Done.
to the other bread loaves.
It was good enough.
He's
He was
camouflaged.
trying to sniff your cake halves, but I pushed him
He-
away.
He then was trying to sniff the bread.
That's gonna eat your cake
now
halves.
he's just. And now he's just next to the bread, being a loaf with the loaves. Oh, he better not eat my cake. It's my cake.
I'm gonna make a goddamn couch. I'm gonna make a
Ooh.
fucking couch. Can I do it?
Nice. You got the recipe for it. Do you have enough of materials?
Yeah, here it comes. Here comes the couch. It's part of my quest, I think. I have to make the
Nice.
couch, in fact.
Nice. You don't get to keep the couch, though, probably.
No, don't say that. That's my couch. If I make it, I get to keep it legally.
Mine couch.
Why did I read them from right to left and then try to do them in that order? What's happening to me? Too many Japanese language classes.
So you're cutting boards, you're hammering nails into boards, and then you're planing boards, and that makes a couch?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That makes the couch.
You know when you boil
And I
an
fucked
egg,
it up
you
also.
have to stir a pot and then chop up some vegetables and then saute some vegetables and then stir the pot again. That makes a boiled egg in this game.
It's simple.
I
It's
really
so
like
simple.
when I
Mhm.
really like when you plane the wood that it looks like it's like barfing wood strips. Like they've got a wiggle to them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They used fluid physics for
Good
the
healthy
wood,
wiggle.
Whatever.
Okay. That time I did good enough, right? Yes. I've successfully created a bespoke tropical
Ouch.
sofa. So there it is.
Dude, I'm so happy. I actually got one of my coworkers wants to buy my old GPU so I can actually get money out of it and not have to fucking go through the nonsense of selling it on eBay.
You making big money on that thing or small money?
No, small money. I'm selling it for 150 bucks and it's
That-
a 3070 Ti.
That's decent. You know?
That's more money
All
that you
things
originally
considered.
wanted for it. You were gonna ask
The
for like $50 from friends.
No, I was always gonna ask $150 for it. It's not the 1080 I sold or gave to Anders. I just gave that to him, and I made him pay for the shipping to send it to him, which was about 50 bucks. So he bought that for me for about 50 bucks, I guess. This one is
this
a
couch.
card I've bought within the last 2.5 years, so it's still relatively new, and it's a competent card for like the day and age. But the resale market for them is around $300 to $500, depending on which model of it.
500?
Dude, cards across the board are so
What is going on
expensive
right now? The economy is in
It's
shambles.
It was the tariff bumps that everybody was preparing for, so everybody bumped shit up. It's still remnants of the silicon shortage. It's a million other things on top of it. But like even my 7900 XTX, I got for 1,200, and the like original MSRP for them I think was like 980 or 1,000. So I paid like a $200 markup on my card.
Best of luck to ya.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. The those like founders editions versions of cards, like the steel editions or whatever.
Oh, yeah, some of
for
those go for like
9070 that you have was like 3.5 grand. I saw online.
Do I ever get to get a non-rented stick?
I'm sorry, you're renting a stick?
Yeah. Yeah, I've not moved away from renting my tree branch. That thing's
Yeah,
on loan
you,
from the bank.
I think it's we have to like increase our like actual fighting skills, which we haven't been working on. At
Yeah,
least
'cause I just
haven't
want to
been.
unlock all the goddamn classes. I'm lost in the sauce here.
Mhm.
And this is like specifically what Grey Count warned us of, like, don't unlock every class if you want to unlock
You know-
multiplayer. But like, you know, Grey Count did the same thing. It's so easy to just be like, I want to get them all. I gotta get them all.
Uh-huh.
And then
That's
you're
like
fucking stuck
saying
doing
not-
this.
That's like saying don't spend your first 8 hours of Monster Hunter in the character creator. What do you expect?
It's too hard. I can't pull myself away from it. All right, before I go get another one, I think I'm actually going to end my stream. It has been 2 hours. I've had about enough. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Let me save the game before I forget. I just said no. What the hell am I doing? Maybe I'll do a little off stream grinding tomorrow. Try to get these classes unlocked.
Wow, you're not
Yeah.
coming to Nina's birthday party?
I
Fake
don't,
friend.
I'm physically not that
Didn't even
close to
send
it.
her a birthday text, and I'm not coming to the party.
I sent the text after you pointed out that it was her birthday, because I definitely put your birthday and Nina's birthday in as one-time events in my calendar. On my terms, you get one birthday. One time.
Only one.
That's it.
Only one. You do
Just
not
the
get
one.
an annual repeat on it. Because I remember putting them in, but like there's no repeat on it. So I clearly did not check the like, this happens every year. It happens
See,
once.
I don't put anybody's birthday in the calendar, and then when it starts to get close to somebody's birthday, I just stress out that I don't know the actual date,
you know
and I'm
roughly
way too
when it
afraid
is?
to ask them. Yeah.
I've gotten good at remembering your birthday, Mike, because it's on 6/9 and I can say 69.
Yeah.
So it's like
hmm
there's a mental cue there. And I know Nina's
Mhm.
birthday, I'm like late May.
See,
Sometime
I-
in late May, last week of May for sure.
I have been with Nina for 10 years now, and I still every year think that her birthday is on the 21st for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Every year I'm like, your birthday is 21st, right? She's like, nope,
This feels like a
28th.
sign that you should probably put it in the calendar on your phone.
I
It's
don't
not that
use
hard.
calendars.
Oh, Great Count says happy birthday, Nina. It was
Oh, thank you. Wednesday.
yeah,
Wednesday, yeah.
what day is today? Friday. 2 days ago. So but she's celebrating it tomorrow. So you're early for the celebration, but late for the day. Kind of
Mhm.
nailed it actually. You're kind of like right in the middle.
Thank you,
Alright.
Grey Count.
Let's figure out who is live that I can raid.
Ah,
Let's see what our options are. Let's check the list.
Mike, this is much hotter than I wanted.
Spicy or
What
temperature?
do you mean?
Spicy.
I am like, I'm trying to shove like 4 bites of rice, only covered in curry and none of the other veggies in my mouth to get any amount of spice.
Oh,
You
we got
wanted to
someone
make
playing
that extra hot.
Palia. I'll do that. Sarah Shumai. I know of Sarah Shumai for some reason. Maybe similar stream team, maybe rated me once before, I can't remember. We're doing it though.
Maybe played in Palia
Yeah.
or Palia.
We don't have to indulge them in their nonsense. We can call it Palia.
Mm.
Alright, get this raid put together. I'm gonna go, I might stream tomorrow. Depends on kind of like what's going on. There's also been some talk about maybe doing some virtual Magic the Gathering on Sunday. I don't know if I would stream that on our first attempt of it, but I don't know if people like Magic the Gathering. We can do that in the future. Anyone into that type of thing?
People love watching
Fucking
technical difficulties the
nerds.
stream.
Oh yeah, all of my streams are technical difficulties. The stream, I feel like the nature of VTubing. But yeah, I'd like to. I'm not gonna remember any of the tabletop simulator commands, so I have to
Yeah.
learn them before I want to stream it. Because if it's just me, like, how the fuck do I flip the card? How do I zoom? How do I zoom? I
Just
don't-
flip the table.
Just flip. Yeah, that's the only real solution. You've got it figured out. All right.
Hmm.
Let me get this raid set up. Here it comes. Thank you everyone for being here. I'll put it in my Discord. I'm trying to use that more if I'm like live tomorrow or something. You'll know. You'll find out. Or you won't. It will be a secret. All right. How do I fucking turn this thing off? Where's the off button on this goddamn stream?